When the winter months come in sea fishing, all anglers come together for one thing: codling. Codling are often found in rough seas and cold weather. During the winter months, that's when they're most prolific to come into the UK. The west coast of England has struggled to get numbers of codling for the past few years. They've been on a bit of a decline due to overfishing, so we don't tend to get too many on this side. Join me today in the first episode of us trying to hit our first codling on the west coast. My name is Ricky. This is the UK Predator Fishing's North West Cod Hunt. Hope you enjoy.
Literally first cast, I just had a huge bite. The rod went crazy then, it had a good run. Right, so we're down at the mark now. Well, we've done the first set. Look at that, absolutely beautiful morning. It's about 6 o'clock, so the sun should be coming out in the next hour or so. We have got to climb down there. Don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it's not a very nice climb if you're not experienced. It can be very dangerous. It's a very, very long way down. There's a cliff face, and yeah, hopefully there's a few fish about for us for the effort. Make our way down here, and yeah, see you when we're down there. Here's a bit of a better view of what we're climbing down. I've never actually climbed down here in the dark, so new for me as well. But anyway, we'll make our way down slowly. There's no rush. Could be pretty fatal if he did fall, so just taking care. That's pretty much the hardest bit of the climb done for me. Pal's just coming down now. As you can see, it's pretty treacherous. Just got to get down this last little grass slope. There's one or two more steep bits, and then we'll be fishing. I can hear the water. It's got a nice surf to it, so yeah, hopefully there's a bit of codling, a bit of colour in the water to get some codling out. Right, if you can look up there, we've made it. Come all the way down. That's where we're fishing. I'm going to put my microphone and stuff on now. I apologise if it's a little bit windy at the start of the video, but the microphone will be on for the rest. We're going to fish into that. Got a nice surf on, not too rough for it to be dangerous, but just right for stirring up the bottom a bit for the feeding cod and pollock and whatever else is out there. Like I say, you can pretty much catch all kinds down here. Really good, diverse, quality mark. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm going to set up now and get the rods in the water. Right, so both the rods are in the water. Got them both in. On one rod I've got squid and black, and on the other I've got squid, black and mussel. I'll give you a quick rundown of the rods and reels I'm using. So Penn Spinfisher, both rods. Bulletproof reels, 79-pound braid, 80-pound leader. Then I've got my new rods, Century Fireblade, 13 foot, great rods. So yeah, see how that gets on. And then on the other rod is the T900, Century T900, brilliant rod. So we'll see how these two fare on this rough ground. But the T900 is guaranteed. I used to actually have a Fireblade as well, but I got rid of it and I regretted it when I did. So we'll see how we get on with it today. Yeah, I'll get a bait ready and show you how it goes.
Right guys, just wanted to show you this quickly. Look on Jerry's website, they've got up to 60% off on the Black Friday sales, so check them out. They've got everything you could ever need in fishing, from sea to cost to pike. Check them out. Literally first cast, I just had a huge bite. Fighting really well. It's always the first cast curse though, so I'm just hoping that the rest of the session provides as well and not just this first cast. The rod went crazy then, it had a good run. Might be having some dinner tonight. Let's try and get it in.
You can't really give them much line here because they get snagged in all the rocks. I think it might be caught up with my other rod. I'm not sure. I'm just not giving it any, not slowing down with it. Where's he at? Oh, it's a ray. Oh no. There we go. Anyway, a small thornback ray. Not bad for a first cast. A lot bigger than I thought it was. Look at that. Absolute monster. I reckon it could be a double figure. I'll get a weight on him, but look at that. Absolute unit of a thornback ray. Over the moon with that. We'll get a good weight on him, and I'll show you me weighing him too.
Big fish, big bag.
Look at the size of the bag, like. Right, so the ray's in the bag. Didn't want to weigh him by his mouth. £10, 11 ounces, double figure ray. Get in. Look at that quality. We'll get him straight back anyway. I'm happy with that, mate. £10, 11 ounce ray. Right, well, I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Look at this beautiful scenery as well. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it down here. Always produces fish. Just hope there's some codling about. There's the cliff face. You just climb round just around that corner. Absolutely beautiful out here. Over the moon with that ray, double figure. It'll be close to my PB, that I think. Look at the birds all flying around. They'll be diving on the water if there's any bait fish soon. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get some more fish caught. Right, so rigs we're using. This lead's a bit small, really, and I am going to put a rotten bottom on, which is just a clip. I'm just going to put that on in a minute. But yeah, lead. That's only a 5 ounce, I think. Should have a 6, but yeah, you just lose quite a few here, so I'm not too bothered. And it's just a pulley rig, quite a long one, probably 6 foot in total. Pulley beads. These are off Rob's rigs. Yeah, good quality rigs. Landed that ray perfectly, and that was a good, decent fish too. So yeah, perfect, really. And then the bait side of things, it's just a squid, black lug, and mussel wrap. I've put it on this first, which is just like a baiting tool, and then you can put it on there, wrap it all on, and then I thread it all the way through the bait with a hook, and then put the pennel hook through the top. So that's the bait. These rods have been out for a bit now. I'm going to reel this one in, this fire blade, and change the bait. Could possibly be a fish on the fire blade. Be the first ever fish on it if there is. It's gone slack. Just going to leave it for a little bit. Just can't tell yet. What a beautiful day. I'm absolutely over the moon with that thornback. I just had a look. It is my PB. My last one was £10.10. This one's £10.11. So just had a look on my phone. I've got it all saved on my notes. So yeah, over the moon with that. First cast, I've already broke a PB. Absolutely beautiful day. No wind really. Little tiny breeze just blowing across the rock face. Yeah, perfect little day. Not gone into work this week. I've got far too much on. Car and stuff. I've been dead stressed and yeah, not been in a really good place to be honest. So it's really good to get out fishing and just gets your mood up, doesn't it? That's what I mean. If you're ever feeling down or whatever, get out fishing. It always helps, especially if you've got someone to go with. Yeah, ideal. It's still fairly quiet. There's a pot boat coming there. Look, hopefully it doesn't come too close to us because our rods will be in. It should be okay.
Be scaring some fish off though, won't he? With some big breakers off it, so I might go stand up. But yeah, pretty slow-ish. That first cast is on about my second or third now. There he is, that boat there. Got another bait ready to go out anyway. We'll see how this gets on. So I'm pretty much getting bites almost every cast, to be honest. But they're just not hooking up. I'm not sure if it's just little whiting or like little pollock, something like that, or if they're just not managing to get hooked. They are pulley rigs with Frio hooks. I don't want to go down a scale and start using flappers, because I don't want to get a decent fish and lose it due to the size 2 hooks bending out or whatever. So I'm going to stick with the bigger hooks and stick with my gut feeling. Just not producing into hookups really. So I'm just going to keep going as I am. Unless I can tie some new pulleys with slightly smaller hooks. But I think I'll just stick with this for now. And just see how we go in. I've got another rig ready here. Same setup again. Just pulley with squids, black. And then I've put the mussel in the middle this time. In between the squid and the black lug. Just because it'll keep it in a bit more. It's quite a delicate bait. So, yeah. Oh. Yeah, just can't bloody tell. See, that's gone slack now. I don't know, you might have seen that bite and I might not have, but tighten into it and see if anything comes. Anyway, we'll bring you back when we've got some fish, hopefully. Right, so I'm just getting another bait ready here. All I'm doing, getting a couple of squid heads, just laying them down on there, like that. And then I'll get a full black lug. They're actually really decent black lugs, to be fair, from Mary Part Aquarium. I think they're about £7.50, I think, but you get 20, so it's not such a bad deal, to be honest. Well, 15 to 20 anyway. And then I'm just getting a bit of mussel, crushing it up, laying that on top. Now, I would use a Trident baiting needle, which you guys all know I love. But Jack, and I know you're going to be watching this, he still owes me one because he keeps losing my stuff. Jack. But no, I'm only joking, but it is an absolute nightmare with them Trident baiting needles. They just disappear. Oh, it's freezing. Nose is running everything. Yeah, so you want to wrap this up nice and tight. I'm going to try for a bit of a bigger bait. I'm going to put another... I'm going to get 2 mussels on this one. You can tell why they're such good bait, because there's just so many juices and stuff that run out of it. But yeah, just a big chunk of a bait there. It's like a cod bomb, isn't it? Now that should be absolutely perfect. Now you can add bluey as well. Cod like a bit of bluey, a bit of mackerel, whatever you want. That'll just slide off there. And then, yeah, ready to go on your hook. Just a big juicy bait with plenty of scent coming out of it. Hopefully 1 or 2 cod decide to turn up. Now the water isn't very coloured, but there is a nice little swell on. You don't want it too swelly here because it can be a bit dangerous. It comes over the rocks, but there's just a nice bit of lumpiness in the water, which will just stir it up. Just hoping that just a bit of more colour comes out. Anyway, we'll see. Hopefully we can get some fish, fingers crossed. Well, the fishing's being pretty slow still getting little tiny knocks, but no fish. Gonna fish it down to low water and maybe a couple of hours back up, a few maybe. But the sun's out at least now. Quite nice and warm, to be fair. Just
hoping for one of them rods to go off. I just want the cod. It'll be the second cod of the year. And I know from this mark, or down here, all along this rock face, and get the surprise catch of a really nice fish. So there's definitely a chance. Just gotta keep fishing it hard, getting them baits in every 15-20 minutes because they're getting stripped pretty quickly from lobsters and crabs and whatever else are out there. Right, so fishing is proving to be very, very difficult after that first ray. So what I've got here, I've got some smaller hooks, size 7, a 7-ounce lead to a splashdown, and then these are just size 2.0 hooks on here, with squid, black and mussel, and there's 2. It's just a clip down rig, you know how they work. That clips into the splashdown, then the top hook clips onto there. On one rod I've got a pulley rig out at the moment, that's got a big worm and squid cocktail, and on this rod I've got a big mackerel fillet. Just trying everything really, just to pick out the fish. We're getting down towards low water, all these boulders are showing, and this is when the rough ground comes out, and then after that it's onto sand. So that first cast I must have casted over the boulders kind of thing. But ideally, to get the cod, you want to be in this kind of area, just for the cod like. But we'll see how we get on. I'm going to cast this out now. Hopefully we can get one, or whatever's nibbling the bait. Hopefully it hooks up on the smaller hooks. Right, so I think we found what these little bites are. Honestly, I'm actually quite happy for this dogfish because we've been stood here absolutely pulling our hair out trying to figure out why we're not catching. I just chucked this really far out. I went onto the rock and did a pendulum, and then got it really far out onto the sand. So yeah, at least I got one. Oops. Go and take him back down there. First time I've ever been really grateful for a dogfish, but there we go. Right, so we're having to cut the session a little bit short, I think, because the sky over there is not looking good. Just behind me, and the wind's blowing this way. Can you see, just literally right there? It looks like it's coming in quite quick, and I don't fancy climbing up that when it's wet. Although I'd love to stay fishing and fish the flood as well, which will probably be the most productive. I value my safety a lot more. So I'm going to fish these last baits out. I'm going to pack everything up now, and that'll be it, I think. But it's one of them, innit? We tried. Couldn't have tried anything else, to be honest. It absolutely smashed it today. We've literally been casting every 15 minutes. Fresh baits, different tactics, different hook sizes, all sorts. Big cocktail baits, small cocktail baits. Just everything, really. But we'll fish these last baits out and see if we can get one more fish just before this storm comes in or whatever it is. But it looks very black and not very good. So yeah, I think there's a lot of rain in them clouds. So we'll get out of here soon. Yeah, I'll bring you back. Right, that's everything packed up now. All the rubbish in that's been picked up. We're going to head up and get up there before this rain comes in. There's quite a strong wind coming as well, so yeah, better safe than sorry, I guess, isn't it? So we'll get ourselves up there. Bit of mountaineering then. You cannot say we haven't tried. So once you get up to that bit, it's climbing up that rock face there. Some chains bolted in and some footsteps. And just like that, we're up. Easy as that. It definitely wasn't, I promise you, it was not easy. Look at me, absolutely dripping with sweat. What a nightmare how beautiful it is now. Could have stayed down there for quite a while, but one of them, innit? I'd rather be safe than sorry, I suppose. It's just a shame that it's gone beautiful now. Either way, did the PB, didn't I? Broke a PB with that farmback race, so yeah, more than happy with that. What a beautiful day it's been. I love coming to marks where you have to just put a bit more in than just fishing. Just adds to the experience. So anyway, hope you've liked it. Again, if you are going to come here, just make sure that you're very confident and you've got experience, or come with someone that's been before at least, because one wrong step and that could be it. So yeah, just be really careful, guys. But yeah, hopefully you've liked it. I think I deserve a subscribe after all that. Give us a comment as well, let us know what you thought of the video. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.